Let's look now at how we can link up Power BI with our QuickBooks content. I'm about ready to click on the links here and to take you to the page that will show you how to do this linking. First thing to notice, it says to import your QuickBooks Online data into Power BI, you need to be an administrator on your QuickBooks Online account and sign in with your admin account credentials. So that means your QuickBooks needs to be running as admin, and I would recommend that your Power BI login for Microsoft is exactly the same as it is for QuickBooks Online, so you have less chance of any kind of a conflict. The screen capture that they do here might be a little bit out of date. I saw a system like this earlier today, but I think it was an older install. And so there's another way to get data. It's up in the menu bar, and I'll show you how to do that. So we make sure that we have Power BI ready to run. And to do that, I'll just click on this. Power desktop. And that current. So as I said, this is something like having a brand new Word or Excel file where nothing's really been done to it yet. At this point, I could log in and it would instantly sync up all of my QuickBooks data with Power BI, but I want to kind of show you how to go through and do that step. And then I'll go ahead and show you how it links when it works properly. I'm going to close this sign-in invitation here. If you notice here, there's a get data there, right? And there's a get data up here. So I'm going to click on that guy. And as the referring page says, you want to take a look for services. And in this case, online services. And under online services, lo and behold, I see QuickBooks Online Beta. What does beta mean? Beta means it isn't really ready to sell yet, but they want people to be using it and giving them feedback on it. So I'm going to click on that one. Still under development, give us feedback. Don't blame us if it doesn't work right. So what you find is it's kind of neat. It sort of shows you what it could be like, but you can't. I found that I couldn't do with it like what I could do with information from other sources. So you just sort of like look at it. Okay? So now I'm going to sign into QuickBooks Online. And do a factor authentication here since I'm logging in from a root source. And it says 05340. And I want to connect with Capulini BLT company because that's where all of your input is. And you want to do the same too. Now, what it's presenting to me are these data tables that are included in QuickBooks that I can drill into and try to extract information from them. what I'm most interested in seeing is the Prefab Dashboard that they provide for us. So again, this is like a blank spreadsheet saying, what do you want to do? Type the formulas you want. Tell me what you'd like to look at and extract from. And I'm a new user, so I don't really know, to tell you the truth. So I'm going to cancel this, and I'm going to follow up by going out here to get the content pack. The content pack is kind of like QuickBooks saying, hey, would this stuff be good for you? Go there, grab that. And voila. Okay. So what do I see here? I see I have a negative cash account, so apparently my students have been entering a lot more expense in purchase transactions than they have revenue, either that or they're not selling expensive enough stuff to cover their costs. So I have negative cash accounts here, and I also have profit and loss over the last 1 year, as indicated here. So apparently a lot of billings for fiscal year December of 2016, and not too much for January, February of 2017, but kind of growing. So I can play with this, move things around a little bit. But as I said, there's not that tons of flexibility because this is still a product that's under development. But you can get an idea what it's going to be like when it's more fully formed. For one thing, I'm going to take my roller on my mouse at this point and roll down. Oops. Hang on. Roll down. I'm going to roll down through here. Grab Hawaii. And get an idea what kind of revenue I have from where and which customers are providing what kind of profit and loss, or excuse me, revenue for me. Notice there are different tabs across the bottom here, different kinds of reports, like a balance sheet, P&L, cash flow, information on my customers. Yeah. So how about I drill into this map here, see what I get from that. Use my mouse roller down. I think there's probably a bigger version of this that I can do. This guy. Yeah, we go. So I can see the magnitude of my sales at various places. Looks like there's bunches and bunches at Honolulu. And if I wanted to, I could further go and do things like drill through by zip code and see where all that revenue is popping up from. Now notice I think I drilled in a little bit too far here. Could be. Now I have one huge place for revenue here. Ooh, there's a bunch. Up in Oahu Country Club, 96817. So this folks in Pu'unui buying a lot of our products. Okay. So you can see distributed around to wherever the post office thinks the location of those specific zip codes is. I think it's going to go by zip code and not street address. Right? Okakila, Waianae, Central Oahu, Looks over on Maui. Oh, not too much on Mocha. Maui. A little bit on Hawaii. I guess not too much on Big Island. A little bit up here. Hilo. Consider Hilo. And Kona. Got some Kona here. Some more customers are on Kona. Maybe not. Okay. So you got some idea how this thing works. So just get it, download it, install it, make the link, and play around with it. See what you can get. It'll pay off within another year or two, and you'll see this tool all over the place. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks.